Washington, and I wanted to share my baby ducks with you guys today. I went to the post office and picked them up this morning. I just ordered them from, and it took them about 3 days to come in. I ordered 14 and I lost 2, which was very unfortunate. But I'm happy to show you guys the box that they came in. So whenever you order ducks, they come into a box very like this. And then the top of it actually is, I'll show it to you too. This is the top. And so they actually send them to you like this so that they are able to breathe. And they have little spots right here on the side. I ordered several different kinds, but they put a middle piece in here in these little pads that were used for heating. And it took them 3 days to get these to me. So I think that could have been why it ended up happening with the actual, it's an actual thing to like, sorry about that. Some reason that jumped off, but you have to rinse off their, they have to rinse off. And I'll show you some of these little ducks right now are already starting today. When they showed up, I was able to introduce them to the water because they're just born, right? And so, but what they do is they clean their noses out in the water. So you can see they're not only drinking, but they put their little noses in there all the way, and this is their little food, but they end up putting their noses all the way in because they really need to clean out their nostrils. So yes, does it make the water dirty? It does, because they like to, this one's gonna do it. Oh, he's getting a drink. But they usually put their mouth all the way in. It helps them clean their noses out, and which is a really, really cool thing. So welcome into the room. I'm just showing off my new ducks that I just got today. I'm very excited about them. They came in the mail today, and I was wanting to show you guys how they showed up. So when they mail ducks, this is like this. They just were born. They send them to you in a container like this. And this is little heaters. The bummer is they don't have water or food in here. And so they had to come here and then also, and then make it for 3 days. I was hoping it'd be a lot sooner, but I'm letting you see these ducks. I'm gonna try to zoom this in a little bit better. And we have different kind of ducks. So I will explain to you what these are. They are all different breeds. We have some Pekin ducks, which Pekin are a Chinese type duck, and they are usually used for a meat goat. Look at this little guy sleeping. That's so sweet. And I think they were pretty chilly too. And so they've been just really loving just being under the heater. But the Pekin ducks are little yellow ducks. The black ones, the solid black ones, are called cayugas. And I'm going to show you them up close. And then we have some Welsh Harlequin. And then we also have some khaki Campbells. And these are all very, very winter hardy, and they're really great on, I'm just moving this down so you guys can see better. But they are, not my head though, that you can see them better. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate you. I love showing off our farm because if you guys watch and tune in more, we have like amazing animals on this farm. We have some Highlands. I'm about to get some more Highlands. I got 2 that I love very much. And then we have horses. I got some Arabian horses. And then we also have a sports horse. He's a white sports horse, actually. You can't find those very much. And in fact, we've never been able to find one. He's part Frisian, and he's got blue eyes. And so I love showing off my animals. But today is about the ducks, right? And so I wanted to show you guys some really cool things about these ducks. If you guys see these little ducks right here, these right here are called cayuga ducks. And they're really, really interesting because they're all black. Every single piece of them is black. Their little feet are black. They're so cute, and they lay black eggs. Thank you for coming in. I was just showing you guys, this is what's a little cayuga duck. And this cayuga duck is really cool. They're solid black. There's no other colors on them. Even their feet are black. See, look at this. Their little beak is black. Cayuga ducks are really neat. So what happens is they lay black eggs. Their first few eggs they lay are black, and then the color kinds change, and it can change to like a gray. But I'm excited about their eggs. So here, where I live in Northeast Washington, My duck eggs sell for $7 a dozen. I love, and everybody loves our duck eggs. I'm gonna let you guys see the babies. But the duck eggs, when I first started selling them, people were concerned like they taste like fish or whatever, but they don't actually. It all depends on what you feed them. And if you can see this feed, it is baby feed, but we also have some very healthy feed in it. Like there's some little split peas. They do have a corn. I'm not a big fan of a lot of corn, and I'll explain that to you too. But this has a little bit of baby feed, but they eat really good here on our farm. We try to feed them organic feed. We do try to keep the corn back because the corn actually is a sugar, right? Just like it is for us, it's a carbohydrate. So when you want to keep them warm, it's really great to feed your animals corn because it lets them have a nice little warm belly, and they process that at night. But these are, I'll show you the different kinds we have. These are the little, you can already see this little wobbler. The pecans are these little yellow ones, and there'll be some really big fat white ducks later. And I love the little pecans. These are one of the best meat ducks that you can get, but I do not eat my ducks. And so these are all females. And the reason why I wanted all these females is because I actually sell the duck eggs here. And then we have some little khaki Campbells and Welsh Harlequins. So I'm going to show you this little khaki Campbell. It's like a brown color right here, and so pretty. One of the things I love so much is the little duck eyes, right? So let me see if I could show this to you better. But look at his little eyes. They're so sweet. And I love their little tails, and look, their little wings. So I'm going to show you the different kinds we have. So these are the khaki Campbells, and then we have some Welsh Harlequins. This is a Welsh Harlequin. Look at that, it's got little eyeliners. Yeah, he's so cute, little duck booty. And then we get to look at them some more. So I wanted to show you guys the different types of ducks that we have here. Like we said, these are the little yellow pecans, and they're really chunky when they get big. And then these right here are the cayugas. Cayugas are solid black, even their little feet are black. They actually lay black eggs, and so that is very, very cool to me. I can't wait to have little black eggs. How cool is that? And then also we have this little guy right here. This is a Welsh Harlequin, and you can see it. It's going to turn like a little bit of a browner color. And then these right here are the khaki Campbells, and the khaki Campbells will actually get little brown wings, and these are very good layers and very much winter hardy. So I will show you what duck eggs look like, and we'll compare them to chicken. So I actually sell the duck eggs here, like I was stating, and they sell pretty good actually. So I'm just setting this down. I'm going to show you what they look like. So our duck eggs, these are our duck eggs. Our duck eggs here, this is actually a chicken. I just want to show it for comparison. But our duck eggs here, this is a duck egg. And the duck eggs are pretty big. I have large chicken eggs, and this is a large chicken egg, so you can see the difference with our duck egg. We also have goose eggs here. Goose egg, look at how big this is compared to the chicken egg. So I have several geese. This is their first year laying, and so we actually eat all of these. And I wanted to show you a turkey egg. These turkey eggs, look at that. I don't know if you can see, it's so cute and sparkly. That's our little Dottie. This is a turkey egg. Oh, Asim, hi. Hi, Valdemir. I would love to know where you guys are from. And I'm not sure what was funny, but it could be the size. I'm not sure. But definitely let me know and ask me questions if you guys got questions. I would love to share it with you. Here on our farm, on Losha Farm, we have so many different types of, hey, DeLong, I said that you said hi. I appreciate you. We have several different types of chickens. I really love the Copper Moran ones. The Copper Morans lay very, very dark eggs, and sometimes they have little spotty things. But if you wonder why it still has a little bit of stuff on it, is because if you wash eggs, you can't keep them on your counter. They have a bloom on the outside is what it's called. And so if you do it, so you can keep your eggs for months if you do not wash them. However, sometimes they may get a dirty spot on them, and I try to wash that off. But we have different kinds of chickens here. We got Brahmas, we have silver lace Wyandottes, we have olive eggers, and the olive eggers are really cool. They actually do a greener egg. This is, and also we have Easter eggers. And so this one is a very blue one. And so all these eggs are different. And how cool is that when you get something like that from somebody? I just love all the different colors. I try to always make them as pretty as I can when I send them out. And it's interesting how much they cost as well. They're always different in different states and how you do it. My friend in Tennessee told me a fertilized turkey egg sells for $20 a piece. Well, I'm selling my fertilized turkey eggs for $25 for 6. And again, this is a turkey egg, and we have heritage turkeys here on our farm. We have what's called a slate, which they're completely silver. And Valdemir, thank you so much. I saw that you said hi. I appreciate you and DeLong being around here. And I think I showed you these, but I'm going to tell you again what's really cool about these ducks. One, I got them in the mail today. I ordered them, and I had them like a few days ago. And they come in a box like this. My post office wasn't even open, but they were so amazing. They called me first thing and said, come get your ducks. They're here. It took them 2 days to ship here, and they put little warming pads inside. But the bummer is they didn't have any food or water. So I ordered 14, and 2 of them didn't make it, which was super sad to me. So Valdemar, I really appreciate you being here. Where are you guys from, DeLong and Valdemir? I'm up in Northeast Washington. I put Spokane, that's the closest town I could put on there, but we're actually a little bit north. And so I don't know if this will let me zoom in. It will, okay. I just want you guys to see, look at this little baby. I promise nothing's wrong with him. He's just getting warm. And so one thing I love about these is as they're getting warm, you see they open up their little wings. They open them up so they can get even warmer. And so let me see if I can show you up close. This little guy is called a Cayuga duck. And as you can see by looking at its little sisters, they have solid black feet. And these actually lay black eggs. I can't wait until these are big enough so I can see their black eggs. I have never seen black oh, thank you, DeLong. I've never got to see black eggs before. Have you guys seen black eggs before from ducks? I ordered them because that's so neat. And as you can see, remember, I love the different color eggs. And so, yeah, and these, if you've ever seen a Pekin duck, this is a Pekin. This is actually a Chinese breed of duck. In fact, it was really interesting because my friend came from China, and her parents were born in China, and they live out in Manhattan, New York, and they came out here to visit, and they immediately knew what kind of duck this was. But they turn really big and white as they get bigger. And these are like a very much of a more like a meat duck. But I don't care that they get big and fat and they walk around, you know, like that. I just love them. And so these are actually all girls. And so I'll tell you as nice as I can without being so rude about how they know they're girls. But a duck's anatomy is different from a chicken. It's a little bit harder to tell what a chicken is when it's born because they don't have the male-female parts where you can see them, but the ducks actually do. And so ducks, you can just kind of push on their little bottom and you can see the male anatomy, and that's okay, Daylong. It's okay. I'm so thankful you're here. I appreciate you being here and staying as long as you did. And so chickens, though, are completely different. And something else that's the difference between chickens and ducks, these are all baby ducks, is that a mama chicken can raise ducks, but ducks cannot raise chickens. And the reason why is because ducks will take them to water and chickens will drown. I actually had a problem with that on my farm because I accidentally had one of my hens and she sat on a duck egg, and I didn't know it was a baby duck until it was born. And so it ended up being a little drake. And the poor guy, he didn't even know he was a duck his whole life. I thought, surely when he reaches maturity, he'll know he's a duck. Nope, he never did. He always thought he was a chicken. He never got in the water. And then one day he started trying to mate my chickens. Well, chickens don't have that male anatomy that I was talking about. They have male anatomy, but you know what I'm saying. I don't. I hope you do. So, but it can kill a chicken, right? And so my duck was actually trying to breed with my chickens, and so it's very dangerous if that happens. And so if you have too many males, or if you have a duck that thinks it's a chicken like me, then you got to be super careful. And so this one is a little pekin, as you guys can see it. I love getting to see their little wings. Look how tiny they are. They're only a couple days old. Yeah, and look at that little fluffy tail. And these are going to be really beautiful and white when they get big. And something I think I told you guys about the ducks is they have to wash their nose out whenever they are eating. So it's very important that you do that. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I would love to do that. Okay. So let's see. I have a little sticker here. Just let me do that. That's really cool. So what makes you laugh, especially on a farm? Tell me about that. I would love to know, because I want to make you guys happy and show you about these little bitty ducks. This is so cool. And so these are our little new ducks that we got today. So let me see. Oh, I wish I could take that off. But I'm so glad that you guys are here. And let me see if I can make that. Oh, I can drag it, so I don't need that. So anyways, I just saw that it had this little thing, this little tag, but I'm so happy for you being here and getting to see my little ducklings. These little brown ones are called, right here, this one is called a khaki Campbell. And so they'll have brown little feathers, but look, they have little black beaks. And then they also have the cutest little black feet. And so they're just going to be the most beautiful little girls. And they're going to lay me some really pretty eggs. One thing that's really interesting too about birds, even turkeys, they really like it when you rub their necks. See, they go to sleep. They don't really like it when you're touching their back, which is so funny. And so, but this is right here's a little cayuga buck. So duck, I'm so glad you're in here, and just want to show you guys this. And then these are really fun. These that you just joined, this is a cayuga duck. It's solid black. It's got solid black feet, and it's even lays black eggs. So these are like a really neat duck. And I really like them. I'm super excited. These are my first time of having them. So I'm really excited about having them. We really love the duck eggs here. That's why these are all girls. And we're actually building a pond. So I can't wait for us to have a pond and me be able to watch all them swim. What we do right now is we have pools for them. So we actually do pools, and then we take a PVC type piping, put it in the pool like a little kid's pool, and then we put that with a little switch. So whenever you want to water or clean the water, all you got to do is switch the switch and spray it out, and then you can keep their duck water clean. And they love clean water. I always call it a duck party. And speaking of that, I would love to see if these are little babies, but they take them instantly to do water. So let me see if I can find a little thing and see if they like it. I've never done this. These are brand new babies, but guys, keep an eye on them for me. And I'm gonna see if I give them a little bit of water. We'll do, let me see, I gotta find a little pan or something that's small that they can get into. I'm looking to see if I have a little mini thing that's not gonna hurt them. Actually, I'll probably use a pie pan. This is probably perfect, so I can save them if anything happens. And so I'm gonna just put a little water in here, and let's see what happens, because baby ducks can instantly go in the water. I'm gonna try to do a pretty good temp so it's not real cold on them, because we don't want them to get cold. But I can't wait. Oh, look at they're playing. They're pecking each other. It's so sweet. And if you're watching, these are my little girls. I lost 2 today on the trip coming up here, which is super unfortunate. But these are really cute. And I have a couple ducks here on our farm already. We got some Swedish blue ducks. My Drake is actually a Swedish blue. And I have 4 Swedish blue ducks, and I have 2 grown-up pekins. And you do not need a lot of boy ducks. Do you see that one doing its little head? How cute is that? I call that the duck dance. They do that when they're really happy. It's really cool. Especially when you give them like fresh water. It's so cool to see them do this. And so I'm going to try this out and see if they would like to get into the water. However, this is like, can get real messy quick because ducks really love water. So let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh, look, they like it. This is so fun. I didn't know, look at them. They're already having a little duck party. This is what, I didn't know if they were too little, but see, I call this the duck party. They get, and you see how they're like putting their beaks in. This is all cleaning out their nose. And then eventually what will happen is, oh, they're so happy, guys. This makes me so happy. I'm letting you see a little bit in here. These little yellow ones right here. Oh, there they all are going. Look at this. This makes me so happy. I didn't know if they were too little, but they were just born and they haven't been in the water yet. I just gave them water today, and this is their first time getting to be in the water, and you guys get to see it. Yay! Look at them. They're so happy, and this is when they clean themselves. And as they get older, they're going to get a little oil gland right back here. And so whenever they start rubbing themselves and things like that, that's what keeps them from getting too wet, is they rub that oil all over themselves. Look at this. They're already kind of cleaning themselves up. I love this. I didn't know this was going to happen. They're so little. This one right here, it's called a cayuga duck. And these actually are solid black and lay black eggs. This one right here, it's called a, oh goodness, what is it called? My freaking name. It's khaki Campbell. Khaki Campbells lay a lot of eggs. And then these that are kind of mixed between the yellow and the black are called Welsh Harlequins. And then the yellow ones are Peckins. And you see these guys right here, they're just over here warming up and having a nap. But now these ducks are having a little bath party. I am so excited to see them get in the water and be so happy. I love it when ducks get clean, fresh water. They're always so happy and they do all this little stuff. I wish you could see. One of them was doing a little neck dance. That's what they do sometimes, is just do the little neck dance. And they get so excited to see each other, and they clean, and they just love fresh water. There's nothing better than fresh water for a duck. They really like it when you change their water. But look, everybody's trying to figure out, should they get in or not? Oh my goodness, this is their first time even being around water. Yay, and I'm so glad you guys get to see this. Of course, they're jumping out and getting all kinds of shavings, and they're gonna mess my water up really good. But I'll just keep doing this and keep it clean. This is really great. I love it. They're really enjoying it. I'm just really happy that you guys get to see this. It's fun. These babies were just born a couple days ago, and they were shipped to me, and I picked them up at the post office this morning. So this is really cool. Yeah, so you guys that are getting to see it, I'm just really excited that you get to experience this with me. And yeah, getting to see our brand new babies here on our farm. This is so exciting to get to see our brand new little babies. And I just now put this water out. They have never had water in where they could play in. They do have a water over here to drink in, but now that I put that down, as soon as I put it down, they're just so excited. Yay! I'm so happy about this. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I wanted to just do a quick live and show you guys all our cool animals here on our farm. I would love for you guys to come back. I love sharing our farm family. I love sharing our animals and teaching you about them if I can. I love questions. And so even if I don't know, it allows me to research things. And so please feel free to ask me any questions anytime. And I would gladly answer it. I hope to see you again. And thank you so much for all of you that came. I really appreciate you today.